I forgot to turn on the other light. That's right. Welcome to Murder Mayhem, Monster Trucks, Appliance Repair, Medleys, and so forth. Welcome. Craig Ventresco and I play a discrete set of music every day here in our kitchen in San Francisco. We live stream it onto Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We play 6 days a week. Craig Ventresco and I go on at 8 p.m., except on Fridays we don't play at all, and on Sundays we play at noon instead of 8. Craig Ventresco and I play songs from the 1890s through the 1930s.
I never thought I'd find the girl of my dreams, but now I know I found the girl of my dreams. I found her underneath the loving moonbeams, the only girl I ever loved. I was afraid I'd never find my ideal. It seemed that such a girl just couldn't be real. Guess Mr. Cupid thought it time to reveal the only girl I ever loved. I never saw stars looking so bright till love came my way. My heart just never seemed so right till that happy day when I first met you, dear. My heart and you gave me more than a sign. And here is something that I got on my mind. And all, there's only one thing you will find, the only girl I ever loved. The gal of my dreams, but now I know I found the gal of my dreams. I found her underneath the heavenly moonbeams, the only gal I ever loved. I was afraid I'd never find my ideal. It seemed that such a gal just couldn't be real. I guess Mr. Cupid thought it time to reveal the only gal I ever loved. I never saw this looking so bright till love came my way. My heart never seemed to beat right till that happy day when I first met you, gal. My heart and Cupid gave me more than a sign. And here's something that I got on my mind. And all there's one thing I had to turn to resign, the only gal I ever loved. Happy Saturday.
Okay, happy Saturday for sure.
I
Yeah.
guess I already played that.
You already played that. At last I've got you near. What are we gonna play? The disposition almost drives me wild. I know that you could be so very nice to me. You treat me as though I'm a child. When I want a pet, I ask you for a kiss. Oh, don't be like that. And when I want a pet and think that we're all set, you play hard to get. Well, don't be like that. I don't know why you're so appealing, but if you just try, I know you could love me with feeling. I call you on the phone, if you could only care, but you're a Frigidaire. Don't be like that. I know that you could be so very sweet to me. Treat me though I'm a child. I ask you for a kiss. You give me just one kiss. I want another kiss. Well, don't be like that. And when I want a pet, think that we're all set. You play so hard to get off. Don't be like that. Wish I knew you really love me. The things you do make me think you don't think much of me. We'd make a lovely pair if only you could care. But you're a Frigidaire. Oh, don't be like that. I'll call you on the phone. I get you on the phone, but you say you're not home. Oh, don't be like that. You call on Sunday night, and everything's just right, but you let the lights burn bright. Well, don't be like that. Think I'll spend my evenings gaily when all you try is a tune on your ukulele. When Christmas comes around, another thing I found, you're always out of town. Oh, don't be like that. Wow.
That was your medley of Tammany and Bedelia.
I love that. Well, I have to work that out quick. That is good. That's a good tune. Whoops. When the mellow moon begins to beam, every night I dream a little dream. And of course Prince Charming is the theme, the he for me. Though I realize as well as you, it is seldom that a dream comes true. To me it's clear that he'll appear. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. Though he is sad, I know we both won't say a word. He'll look at me and smile, I'll understand, and in a little while he'll take my hand. Though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Maybe I will meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. Oh, I'm sure to meet him Monday, maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. We'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. Who would you? And so above all else, I'm waiting for the man I love. When the mellow moon begins to beam, every night I dream a little dream. And of course Prince Charming is the theme, the he for me. Though I realize as well as you, it is seldom that a dream comes true. To me it's clear that he'll appear. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. He'll look at me and smile, I'll understand, and in a little while he'll take my hand. And though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Maybe I will meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. Though I'm sure to meet him one Tuesday will be my good news day. We'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. Who would you? And so all else above, I'm looking for the man I love. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. He'll look at me and smile, I'll understand, and in a little while he'll take my hand. And though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Maybe I shall meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. But I'm sure to meet him one day. Maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. We'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. Who would you? And so above, I'm looking for the man I love. I love those songs where you don't know what key you're in, and then suddenly you're like, oh, it's that key. Yeah, I thought I was in that other key. You know what I mean? What's that?
Dead Man Blues.
Have you been telling the titles?
I think so.
I don't know. We did. Did you tell Tammany?
Mm-hmm.
And Bedelia? And that other one? Did I tell my titles?
You don't need to keep. Yeah.
Right.
I think you did.
You could have a great career, and you should, yes you should. Only one thing stops you, dear, you're too good, way too good. If you want a future, darling, why don't you get a past? 'Cause that fateful moment's coming at last. We're all alone, no chaperone can get our number. The world's in slumber, let's misbehave. There's something wild about your child that's so contagious. Let's be outrageous, let's misbehave. When Adam won Eve's hand, he didn't care about treason. He didn't care about those apples out of season. They say that spring means just one thing to little lovebirds. We're not above birds, let's misbehave. Well, you could have a great career, and you should, yes you should. Only one thing stops you, dear, you're too good, far too good. If you want a future, darling, why don't you get a past? 'Cause that fateful moment's coming at last. Ah, it's getting late while I wait, my poor heart aches on. Why put the brakes on? Let's misbehave. I feel quite sure un peu d'amour would be attractive. While we're still active, let's misbehave. You know my heart is true, and you say you for me care. Somebody's sure to tell, but what the heck do we care? They say bears have love affairs, and even camels. We're merely mammals, let's misbehave. Bragging the scale. How does Craig play every tune perfectly? My now addled and awestruck brain wants to know. I know, I feel the same way. I just like. He's so. I mean,
I don't know what I'm doing.
he doesn't know what he's doing. Clearly.
I don't try to play anything right. That's my secret.
His secret is that he doesn't try.
And I wear this red shirt.
You're so relatable.
Thank you for listening. That was Ragging the Scale.
Yeah. My little honey, I must be leaving. Be bright and sunny. Now don't be grieving. Just dry your tears, dear. It's not for years, dear. I'll soon return to you. Kiss me, my honey, kiss me, and say you miss me as I'll miss you. Love me, my honey, love me, like stars above me. Say you'll be true all the way, every day I'll be thinking of you, dearie. They'll grow weary, stay bright and cheery, my honey-do. So dear, before I go, dear, my honey, kiss me, honey, I love you. That same old moon, dear, that shines above us, we'll see us soon, dear, as happy lovers. So don't you worry, for I will hurry right back and marry you. Kiss me, my honey, kiss me, and say you miss me as I'll miss you. Love me, oh honey, love me, like stars above me. Say you'll be true every day I'll be thinking of you, dearie. But don't grow weary, be bright and cheery, oh honey, do. So dear, before I go, dear, my honey, kiss me, honey, I love you. like stars above me. Say you'll be true while away every day. I'll be thinking of you, dearie. Now don't grow weary, be bright and cheery, my honey-dew. So dear, before I go, dear, my honey, kiss me, honey, I love you. So dear, before I go, dear, my honey, kiss me, honey, I love you.
That reminds me of something.
That's Kiss Me, Irving Berlin. That's Kiss Me by Irving Berlin.
I was telling somebody today, there's this dog in the park who always runs over to me when she sees me. A lot of times I don't see her. I'll be sitting on a bench and she'll jump up on it from behind. I won't see her.
Wow.
Anyway, her owner was saying she doesn't like yelling in public, so she feels weird yelling to the dog to stop. So I was saying she could either whistle or go like that.
You mean the dog doesn't like when people yell in public?
The owner does not like yelling in public for the dog.
She's embarrassed in front of the dog
Yeah.
who disapproves of yelling in public.
Uh-huh. A happy little chappie at a club one day had nothing at all to do. So he wrote a little ditty in a ragtime way, and he sang a verse or two. Then the other little chappies, when they heard that song, said, "It's a peach by gum." And they all joined in and they sang like sing, zizzy zizzy zum zum zum, zizzy zizzy zum, zizzy zizzy zum. That was the rag refrain. Zizzy zizzy zum, zizzy zizzy zum. It drove them all insane. From the yappy of the chappy to the big bazoo of the raggedy tag old bum, while the whole town rang with the raggedy clang of zizzy zizzy zum zum, zizzy zum zum, zizzy zum zum zum. The neatest little, sweetest little maiden gay, with a little woolly dog on a chain, was skipping and a-tripping on her homeward way, and she caught the rag refrain. And she sang it to the spieler of the belfry chimes, and his belfry set to clum. And he chimed the chome, and the glimmering gloam was a zizzy zum zum zum. Zizzy zizzy zum, zizzy zizzy zum. Well, that was the rag refrain. Zizzy zum, zizzy zum. It drove them all insane. From the yappy of the chappy and the big bazoo to the raggedy tag old bum, while the whole town rang with the rattly gang of the busy zum zum, zizzy zum zum, zizzy zum zum zum. The happy little chappie got a dreadful jolt when he thought of his awful crime. So he took his little ditty and he tried to bolt, but they caught him just in time. He is tenting and repenting on an hot stove where the little red devils come. And they didn't do a thing but make him sing zizzy zizzy zum zum zum, zizzy zizzy zum, zizzy zizzy zum zum. That was the rag refrain. Zizzy zizzy zum, zizzy zizzy zum. Well, it drove them all insane. From the ratted little chappie with a big bazoo to the raggedy tag old bum, while the whole town rang with the rattly bang of zizzy zizzy zum zum, zizzy zum, zizzy zum zum zum. Zum, zizzy zum, well, that was the rag refrain. Zizzy zum, zizzy zum, well, it drove them all insane. From the yappy of the chappy to the deep bazoo of the raggedy tag old bum, while the whole town rang with the rattly bang. Zizzy-zizzy-zum zum, zizzy-zum, zizzy-zum zum zum.
Gosh. He can't dance, but for real romance, he's the last word. Seldom talks, but for moonlight walks, he's the last word. I may look meek and quiet when there's a crowd about, but he's the red-hot riot when the lights go out. But for holding tight, he's the last word. Starts off slow, but when he starts to go, he's the last word. Just meet him in the open air. Tell them that I learn to care, but they shake an easy chair. He's the last word. Everyone has someone they love to brag about. They ought to meet my sweet somebody before they start to shout. Just put them all together, they may look pretty fine. And just ask me whether I would trade that man of mine. Never sings, but for other things, he's the last word. Can't tell jokes, but how he can coax, he's the last word. Before conversation, hardly went to school, but he's a big sensation in the vestibule. Out of style, but he's got a smile, that's the last word. Drives a Ford, but I'm never bored, he's the last word. Tell a sheep that you can't resist, I'll tell you what you might have missed. When he kisses you, you stay kissed, he's the last word. Everyone has someone that they love to brag about, but they should meet my sweet somebody before they start to shout. Just put them all together, they may look fine, and then just ask me whether I would trade that man of mine. Talks, but for moonlight walks, he's the last word. He may look meek and quiet when there's a crowd about, but he's a red-hot riot when the lights go out. Can't decide, but for holding tight, he's the last word. Starts off slow, but when he starts to go, he's the last word. Girls meet him in the open air, they don't see how I learn to care. They should get him in an easy chair, he's the last word. He never sings, but for other things, he's the last word. Out of style, but he's got a smile, it's the last word. He's poor at conversation, hardly went to school, but he's a big sensation in the vestibule. Out of style, but he's got a smile, that's the last word. Drives a Ford, but I'm never bored, he's the last word. Not a sheep that you can't resist, I'll tell you what you might have missed. When he kisses you, you stay kissed, he's the last word. He's the last word. Thanks. What have you got, Craig? You got one.
Listen, let me ask you something, Mr. Lee. What's the use of always finding fault with me? I try to do the best I can for you. Indeed I do. Can it be you're looking for a good excuse? You got some other gal and wanna turn me loose? Just tell you right now, a thing or two you know is true. Who sat up at night when you were sick in bed, nearly dead, and held your head? Do you remember how that mustard plaster stuck to you? Well, that's just the way that I stuck too, but no more. 'Cause Abraham, Jefferson, Washington, Lee, you ain't gonna make no fuss out of me. I was always so good to you, and I let you call me my honey Lulu. Once it was lovey and dovey and pet, now a roast and a toast is the best that I get. Abraham, Jefferson, Washington, Lee, you ain't gonna pick no fuss out of me. Oh, Abraham, Jefferson, Washington, Lee, you ain't gonna pick no fuss out of me. I was always so good to you, I let you call me my honey Lulu. Once I was lovey and dovey and pet, but now a roast and a toast is the best that I get. Abraham, Jefferson, Washington, Lee, you ain't gonna pick no fuss out of me. Yesterday I saw you out with Mandy Brown, riding in a moving van around the town, and I saw you buy an ice cream sandwich too. Oh, shame on you. I go out a working for you every day, then you go out a riding all my coin away. Remember that I don't feed chicken stew to the likes of you. Remember what I told you on our wedding day? I'd obey, have your way. I'd believe you if you told me black was red. You know I stood for everything you said. But Abraham, Jefferson, Washington, Lee, you ain't gonna pick no fuss out of me. 'Cause I was always so good to you, I let you call me a honey Lulu. And once you were lovey and dovey and pet, now a roast and a toast is the best that I get. Abraham, Jefferson, Washington, Lee, you ain't gonna make no fuss out of me. I was always good to you, and I let you call me my honey Lulu. Once it was lovey and dovey and pet, now a roast and a toast is the best that I get. Abraham, Jefferson, Washington, Lee, you ain't gonna pick no fuss out of me.
Wow.
I guess that's it. We love you guys. We'll be here tomorrow at the regular time if everything works well. And if we're not here, we apologize.
Oh, tomorrow at noon, yeah.
Love
Right on.
you guys.
Thanks so much. Thanks for everything. Thanks for your listenership and your ongoing support. We thank you. We love you. If you tip us on PayPal, just don't enable purchase protection because there ain't no purchase to protect. We love you. Bye.